It's just past dawn the next morning.
Buongiorno. Ciao, buongiorno.
The crew's already on site to finish off yesterday's job, lifting the bridge piece from the towers to land. For this lift, a single crane will operate alone. But the piece lies at a challenging distance and angle from the riverbank. So they've called in the really big guns. A 600-ton capacity crane, the largest in Italy.
Dario! Devi calare intanto, ci mette 3 ore.
With its 72-meter jib, the crane goes to work. It has to delicately rotate the piece 180 degrees and swing it over the remaining bridge structure. Working by hand, the crew helps spin the piece and pulls it in for a soft landing. Now, just 2 last pieces of steel truss remain on the north and south ends. The crew will tackle the one on the north side first. A massive piece weighing nearly 250 tons. For a piece this size, they'll need both the crane and the floating barge. And their strategy is to lift and slide it off the river.
This morning we tried to dismantle the biggest element, that is nearly 250 tons. And one part is loaded on the barge, and the rest is suspended to the big crane.
On Mauro's barge, the towers are in position to hold up the piece as it slides forward. With the barge supporting one end and the crane holding up the other, the mass of steel slowly slides onto land. On the riverbank, Gidone works with the crane operators and carefully guides the piece to rest on 2 concrete piers. The crane makes sure the piece clears the concrete piers on the bank before setting it down.
The most dangerous work is done now, it's complete.
Now, Carlo Cristianelli can cut it all down.
4 ore, tutto.
For Carlo, there's no job too big or too small.
Grazie.
And he quickly slashes 250 tons of steel into scrap. For Francesco, the end is now in sight. Just one last piece of bridge remains. It's the day of the final lift. Not a moment too soon. 2 inches of snow lie on the ground, but Francesco and Gianni decide to forge ahead with the plan. This time, it'll be a straight crane lift off the support piers onto the ground. The crane gets to work lifting this 248-ton load. It must operate precisely to maneuver this mass of steel around the bridge piers. They can't damage the piers because they're going to be part of the new bridge. Giadone and the crew help direct the landing. And the very last piece of the Piacenza Bridge touches ground.
Ragazzi, una fettina di panettone.
Now the team can toast itself, and a job well done. The once 1,000-meter-long steel and concrete structure is now just a series of piers, ready to support a new bridge.